You know, it's a pretty darn awesome feeling when you sell one of your best systems, isn't it? What's even better is when you know you just gave a family exactly what they needed. You gave them your very best, but it was customized to them, right? And that's a bit of a challenge for most of us in the comfort consultant or comfort advisor position. How do we communicate this? How do we get through those barriers? Let's talk about a few of the elements. Actually, let's focus in on one in particular. This one is called feedback loops. Now, what is that, and why would you want to use feedback loops in your communications? Well, here's why you should use feedback loops. And it goes like this. The average person speaks at about a rate of 125 words per minute, but the average listener can understand some 400 words per minute. So guess what's happening? While you're speaking about something, their mind can simultaneously entertain other thoughts, and it can stray, and it can leave and then come back. And because it can, it does. Here's kind of how that works. So here's how we hear. This is what the process is. So we'll hear a few words, about 50 words or so, and we'll tune in. We'll be thinking about that. And then we may hear the next 50, 60 words, and the next thing you know, we've tuned out. And our mind starts to wander. And we'll think about something at work. Or we'll think about, did I leave the kitchen stove on? And it'll come back. And now, here's the interesting part. This happens so fast and it's so subtle that you can be expressing yourself to your customer during your presentation. They're looking you right in the eye, they're nodding their head, and yet their mind is partially here and is sometimes completely there. So this is why we should use feedback loops. Now, one of the really solid ways to hold their attention is to be engaging, right? So this is why we use visual support. This is why we have to be informative. We've got to have that customer saying, wow, I did not know that. That's interesting. And we really have to tie it to them personally. What does it mean to them personally? In some cases, it can be entertaining. Whatever it takes to keep them engaged in what you're expressing, you leverage this. But in between that, we have to use what we have. And one of the best tools is the feedback loop. So that goes something like this. So this, Mr. Homeowner, is why the variable speed blower option is the best choice for you. Does that make sense? That was my feedback loop. Does that make sense? And so generally they'll come back and say, yeah, that makes sense. And then you can move on to the next topic. Now, if you've done a really good job, they may come back and say, yeah, that makes sense. We've got, at work, we've got a variable drive saw that slows down for certain cuttings or whatever it is that they can relate to. Maybe it's just like the dimmer switch in our den. We can turn it down. I get that. I understand variable speed, right? So when you can get your customer to get engaged, even if it's nothing more than a yes, then you've successfully implemented a feedback loop. So I hope that makes sense. Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness, talking more about HVAC sales greatness. We're going to get into more topics as we go. I hope this tip helps you out. I'll see you on the other side. Take care.